Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers showcase video. In today's video we're looking at another racing ship, and this one is called the B-16 Stiletto, which is this lovely thing right here. Now, before I go any further, I have messed around with this ship a little bit because I've added the hover script onto it so it can now hover across this racetrack. So this is a racing ship that was designed to look like a car, so that is why I thought the hover script could be a good idea to go with it. Pressing F10 and finding it in the spawn menu, if I can come through all this, there it is. The Stiletto is 615 small blocks. It requires the Decorative Block 2 DLC pack. It has no mods, but it does use a few scripts. So we'll start by taking a quick look around the outside, and then we'll take it on a run around this race course. So at the very front here, we've got a camera which is being protected by a small block window. On the left and the right, we've got a Gatling gun and a spotlight with a small interior light on the front. On our very left and right, we've got some large atmospheric thrusters, which have been housed in some orange and grey battered armoured blocks. Just above that, if we go towards the standard fighter cockpit, we've got a remote control block with a button and two more Gatling guns. Dropping around here and coming on the side. In fact, which side has the sun on? I believe it's this side. Over here, we can see the side of our atmospheric thruster. We've got a button there for some decoration. Coming across to here, we've got some small reactors to power this thing, and one of them has a piston head-on for additional decoration. A singular blast door edge there, again for some decoration, and a button that does nothing, but it has an LCD screen above it that says services spacecraft with hydrogen fuel and uranium ingots. I swear I've done a ship that had these LCD screens before. Could it be the same ship? No, it couldn't. It must be the same creator, but I do recognise those types of things. But anyway, moving across here, we've got a connector at the bottom to connect yourself up to a station or a ship to refuel yourself, and we can see the start of the hydrogen thrusters. Moving around and across to here, we've got a sneaky landing gear that's being protected by some armoured blocks, and then coming across towards the back of the ship, we can see our hydrogen tank, hydrogen thrusters, and some more warning LCDs. This one says, warning, stand clear of hazard area while engine is running. Now I know I've seen that before, just can't put my finger on it. Moving around the side of this little thruster pod part, we've got some more hydrogen thrusters and some more atmospheric thrusters with a small LCD screen above there with the start of an X. Moving around to there, past that armoured plate and towards the back of the ship. Once again, lots and lots of warning signs, hydrogen thrusters, atmospheric thrusters, and an antenna. Over here we've got the same setup as the front, where our camera is being protected by a small block window, and we've got another warning sign that says to stand clear of the area while the engine is running. Coming down and underneath, we can see all the hydrogen and atmospheric thrusters going along. We can see where our hydrogen tank is, an additional camera there, and we've got our landing gear, some more hydrogen thrusters, some parachute hatches just in case you're in an emergency and need to activate them. Then coming towards the front, there's our O2H2 generator thingamabob, and coming up to the top, we then got our fighter cockpit. Along the top, once again, we got some more batteries and some more LCD screens. So over here, this one says, do not cut canopy within 3 inches of the canopy frame, and turn forward master latch and aft master latch to open the door. And up here, we've got ourselves a beacon with another label. Which side are you? There we are. The TAAV Space Industries 5th generation spacecraft, the Model 515-16B. As we move along the back, we've got some more lovely blockwork and a nice little tail made out of LCD screens. So as for that, that is a very quick look around the outside. I think the thing below it was an oxygen tank, not an O2H2 generator. I do get those mixed up, but you get the idea. So there we are, we've got a lovely little ship to play around with. So getting into my character, we do have quite a few options on here. So number 1 is to shoot our Gatling guns straight forwards. Number 2 is to view the camera at the front, and we've got a very nice view there. Number 3 is to view directly backwards. Number 4 and number 5 are for our thrusters. 6 and 7 are for our lights. 8 is to turn our landing gear on and off. 9 is to lock or unlock our landing gear. Tab number 2 are antenna, beacon, parachute, reactor, connector, and O2H2 generator. And as for tab number 3, this is what I've set up for the hover script. But with that all done and out the way, I suppose I should actually turn off the hover script. So if I just very quickly find the programmable block over here, and then just go and type in hover on for that. In fact, I'll capitalize that just to make sure it works. There we go, and just grab that one and hover off. So there we go. If I just go and switch that off, we should then get control of it normally, and we'll give it a little fly around before I turn that back on. So flying around, we are exceptionally fast going forwards. We go from 0 to 100 in just a few seconds. Stopping, on the other hand, we are a bit slower, but it's not that bad. If you were really worried about crashing into something, you can do a 180 and boost forwards to stop yourself almost instantly. Going left and going right, once again, we are quite fast. And then going down and going up, we are still very, very fast. Wiggling my mouse around, there is no weight on this ship whatsoever. So wherever your mouse goes, this ship will follow it almost perfectly. And now it's time to be silly by activating the hover mode on and just dropping this all the way down to where I was. So I've gone and set up the hover script so we can go around this track, and it is bloody fantastic to fly around with this. So the hover script will keep us just above the ground at all times, thanks to the position of the 3 cameras underneath it, making sure we just stay level to the terrain. So there we are, we're just going to go across. It is a little bit odd going across some lumps and bumps, but we can fly this thing around and hopefully not crash it. Yes, it's a lovely vehicle to play around with, and I can't wait to see if the creator of this does add proper setups for the hover script, because it would look bloody fantastic going around very close to the ground. I'm still quite new to the script, so I don't quite know what I'm doing most of the time, but we do tend to bounce around quite a lot with it. Yes, we can just fly around here. It does work quite wonderfully with the script once it's been set up correctly, and we can go around corners pretty sharply thanks to its thrust. So off we go. We're going to try and go through that tunnel. I'm not too sure how well that is going to go, considering the script. We can just come up to here, ram ourselves in, and away we go. Well, it didn't really go to plan, but I suppose I could just come across to here and switch that off. So there we are. We've now got proper control over this as a flying ship. And we can just fly around towards the end of the track. Oh, are we going to be able to get through there? I'm not sure. Oh, that was smooth. Very smooth. So that is it for the B-16 Stiletto. It is a bloody fantastic design for a small ship trying to look like a car. It's a shame I couldn't get the hover script working correctly, but you kind of get the idea of what I was going with it. I do like how the thrusters have been housed at the front, just to stop those larger atmospheric thrusters from looking so bulky like they usually do, and it makes it look like it's got front little wheels, or at least those little spoiler parts that are on the front of some racing cars. That makes sense. I'm not too big into cars. But anyway, the B-16 Stiletto will be in the description below if you wish to download and play around with it yourself. The hover script will also be below that, and the racetrack will probably be below that. So thank you all for watching, and I'll be back with another showcase video some point soon. Bye bye.